I am going to talk about the various models of corporate social responsibility. Basically, there are four kinds of corporate social responsibility. The first one being this one, the economic model of corporate social responsibility. According to this model, the basic responsibility of the business is to produce goods and services and to seek the maximum profit and to obey the law. That is the basic model of the corporate social responsibility. Here a firm has a responsibility towards the investors. The investors give the money to the business, and the basic responsibility of the business is to give them a maximum benefit or the maximum profit for their investor. So basically the basic economic model of CSR speaks to give the maximum profit to the stakeholders. Stakeholders could be everyone. It could be the shareholders, it could be the managers, it could be your employees, it could be anyone who has a direct or indirect link towards the business, and to obey the law. This is the first and basic model of CSR. The next model is the philanthropic model of CSR. As the name suggests, the philanthropic meaning states that the practice of helping people in needs. As the name itself, according to the philanthropic model, the business is not obligated, or it does not have any obligation to help any charity work or do anything beneficial to the society. But it can do so. It can help the society, it can give the charity work, or it can do any social helpful activities in order to gain some extra benefit, in order to gain some good name, in order to gain some goodwill. Probably it might do these things to get a good image overall in the society, so that it has returns, if not in the short term, it might have returns in the long term, in the longer duration, and it might build a good name for the business, and that will reap into a huge profit in the coming years. Giving an example about the philanthropic model of CSR, let us take the Indian company example, the Tata companies. These have a very good image in doing social activities. In fact, they have adopted various villages by name Tata villages, and where they take up the entire village education responsibility. They provide free education, they provide training for the unemployed people, they provide all those training and development skills required for the laborers, for the employees, so that they develop. So with this name, with this image building up in the society, they have the benefit. Yes, they have. And yes, it probably acts in increasing in their sales. When I go, I definitely see, okay, Tata, okay, I have heard this name, they have done something good for the society, for some good cause. So in my mind, I might get a feeling that, okay, why not purchase this company's product and be a part of doing this good thing. So this could be a reason why the companies engage in philanthropic model of CSR, that is doing some social good thing. It's not a matter of obligation, but as a matter of building a good image or goodwill, so that it will give them benefit in the future years. According to social web model of CSR, the business is considered to be a citizen of the society. Like all we individuals face the obligations, even the business has an obligation towards society. Yes, it's an obligation. It's just not like it's not. If we compare it with economic model of CSR, where there is no obligation, in this case it's an obligation of the business to be responsible towards society. And here when we see, it's more about the stakeholders. Yeah, the stakeholders theory is a best example of social web model of CSR. According to this theory, an individual or a business has the obligation both towards the shareholders as well as the general public. If we see the shareholders, the main responsibility of business towards shareholder is to maximize profit at any cost, at any limit it can go, but make sure the shareholders are getting the maximum profits. But according to social web model of CSR, the business can try to maximize profit, but not at the cost of producing some faulty goods or exploiting its employees or taking up some wrong things or doing some wrong business. It cannot do so. So here, if we take up the example of Nike, where it maximizes a lot of profits, but at the cost of engaging the laborers for the 20 hours, and we know all that things. We have, yes, So here the social web model of CSR does not give permit to all these things. It looks into the interest of both of all these stakeholders. It could be the employees, or it could be the shareholders, it could be the government, it could be the lenders, or it could be anyone. Here the balance is more important. The balance, what you're giving the benefit to your shareholders and what you're giving benefit to other stakeholders. So basically social web model of CSR is adopted by most of the companies, and in the present scenario this model is working hand in hand with the companies. So earlier the traditional one, where the basic corporate responsibility of any business was only to maximize profit and give maximum returns to stakeholders, is overlapped by the social web model of corporate social responsibility. Here it's not only the shareholders, it's stakeholders. It's not only one, it's many who are going to get the benefit. Providing any social benefit to the public comes at the cost of giving the less profit to the shareholders, because out of the profits you provide any facilities to the companies, let it be donations, building some hospitals or colleges, or providing any other facility to the public. When you provide all this, the profits are declined and the shareholders get less profit. So it is a debatable thing whether to have a social responsibility or not in the business, and if need to have, to what level, what is the boundary, what is the line which a business shouldn't cross. To come over all these things, to come over all this debate, the various business firms adopt the last model of CSR, that is integrative model of CSR, as their as a business model, where the main core objective of the business is to provide the social benefit to the society. Here the business is not engaged to make a huge profit. The main motive is not to make profit, but to provide social benefits. Like could be NGOs, it could be the hospitals, it could be colleges, schools, or it could be any other institution where their main motive is to provide social benefit to the public. So if we look at all these various models of CSR, the first one, the economic model of CSR, talks about only providing basic business goods and services and try to maximize the profit and obey the law. Whereas the philanthropic model of CSR speaks some other thing, and the social web model, which is usually accepted by the various business organizations, speaks about this entirely some different thing. And this integrative model of CSR, it talk about the NGOs, the basically NGOs, where the main motive is to provide social benefit, not to make profits. So this was all about the various models of CSR. Hope you all understood, and that's it. Stop.